Hey guys, it's Marissa. So in today's video, I wanted to just show you an actual detailed step-by-step of how I created the logo for the Billie X Adobe contest. I haven't done anything like this before other than just creating my channel banner with you guys, and a lot of you were really interested in how I did that kind of stuff just because that's what I'm majoring in. So I'm actually going to school for graphic design and illustration, so I really wanted to be a part of this contest, and I just thought it'd be really fun to do as well. So there are certain things that you have to do for the contest. It did end February 4th, and it's for US residents only that are 18 and older. So unfortunately, you cannot do the contest anymore if you are interested in doing it. But if you were and you did submit it, make sure that you were using Adobe apps, which was Photoshop or Illustrator. That's the two that you could choose from if you read the description online through the Adobe site, and you had to choose from certain pictures as well. So I chose like a watercolor texture, which you won't see until later on in the video, and of Billie just sitting on like in the background with this circle kind of thing. She's just like sitting in the background with the sky. And so I just thought it'd be really cool to illustrate something like that. I feel like it would be the perfect little logo for a shirt. So I'm just like outlining all of her features. And then afterwards, I'm just changing the stroke of all of those outlines and just making it a little bit more refined towards the end and pointed out. And doing the dark black outlines around her whole face and her hair and everything is honestly what takes the longest, because that obviously is the most accurate thing that would, you know, complement her face. So that's what really is going to give it away that it is her, just by basically tracing over her actual features. And I put all of the outlines in one layer just because I used it as like a coloring book kind of through Illustrator. So then afterwards I did a separate layer and locked the layer that had the outlines on it. And whenever you lock a layer, that means that if you click on it, it won't move anything, it won't mess anything up, so you won't accidentally like click or drag anything. Because I was actually using this with just a mouse. I was not using a drawing pad or a Wattpad, and I do have one, but it does not work very well. Like every time I just hover my hand over it, it starts drawing without me actually placing the pen. So all of my stuff that I use with Illustrator, I've always used just my mouse, which is kind of weird because a lot of people don't do that at all. It's pretty difficult, but honestly, I've made it work just because I'm so used to doing it that way. But yeah, like how I said, I'm just like outlining her face and her hair. And for some parts that are solid, like her eyebrows, I did just color that in anyways, and then just added a little bit more details afterwards. And I don't remember the size of this piece. I think it's 10 by 10 inches. There was a template through the Adobe site that whenever you read like the description and instructions for everything, they actually wanted you to use a template of the specific size. So I just downloaded it and started drawing from there, but I do believe it was 10 by 10. Now I am working from the top down, so like whatever is at the front layer, like her head would obviously be the top layer of everything, and then her shirt would be the bottom layer because some of her hair is overlapping her shirt. So obviously that would sit on top of it. So now I'm doing the second layer that would be below her head, which is some of that hair that is kind of draping down onto her shirt. And so I'm just doing the same technique, and I'm just increasing the stroke of each separate line, and I'm also just doing some highlights with the white that I've already filled in, and later on I'm just going to use a Gaussian blur, which is under effect, and I just feel like it helps make it look a little bit more realistic. It's not as pop artish, but it still does give that pop art illusion. I just like doing that. It looks a lot more airbrushed, and that's just my preference of style, so that's what I'm doing next. And I'm just filling all of the hair in and just coloring some parts in, and then I'm starting to color match her skin tone and just things like that.
I know what you're thinking, and I'm thinking it too. Maybe we should both just let it go. You know my anxiety, I'm trying to be what you want, and I get so overwhelmed. Every time I climb up your walls, grab my hand and you let me fall. I'm still standing here through it all, but you know I hate my life when we fight. Take the blame every single time. Take it back, you're a liar. Promises burning in the fire. I guess I should know better. Can't trust you. Take it back, you're a liar. Promises burning
I was playing around with some gradients, and I was going to do something like that with her hair, but I just decided to do something else with it. I don't remember exactly what it was called. It might have been a gradient mesh, but I just did something else instead, and then I just added some highlights as well through her hair by hand instead of just letting the gradient do it. And then after that, I'm just filling in other parts of her face, like her eyes and just like the color of them and her lips. And then I did do her shirt. Most of it did not get recorded. I don't know why. I used OBS Studio to record, and my computer is very laggy. I'm pretty sure there more than likely is a virus on it, because what actually happened is before COVID happened, I go to a community college and I was using a USB there at the computer lab, because obviously one of my classes involve computers, because that's what my graphic design degree is for. And I had to download a file so I could work on it at home. And as soon as I tried doing that, the USB would not even open any of the files, and all of the files are now corrupted, meaning that there must have been a virus on that computer from the school. And so when I tried downloading it onto my laptop, now my laptop is corrupted, and it acts pretty normal, but it does lag just really badly now. So if you do see some lagging throughout this video, I do apologize for that. It's probably because my computer just isn't as fast as it used to be, and also it is about like 5 or 6 years old. So on top of that, that also doesn't help either. And so yeah, that's probably why. If you have seen some lagging, that is why. But other than that, I did do her shirt and stuff. I did record it, but it got corrupted and the file did not load completely all the way. I'm not too sure why it didn't save. But I basically just like copied and pasted her other arm, so then both of her arms were crossed and not so much where her arm is hanging down, because then it just gives me more room to enlarge that logo. Or if they want to enlarge the logo for a shirt, I feel like it would just be easier to work with. So that's what I did, and I kind of changed the color of the mesh because her hair was reflecting off of, like, I want to say it's a silk shirt. So the shirt looks kind of brown, but really it's like a cool toned gray. So I just made it a little bit more grayish and color corrected it a little bit more and just added some more Gaussian blur to it, so then it really just blends in smoothly. And then yeah, basically the last steps were I just cropped and masked this one image that was also provided to me from the Adobe site, and it's just water, and I wanted to make it like a watercolor kind of texture, so I kind of made it like a light brown color just because, I don't know, I just feel like it fit the aesthetic of just like what she was wearing and the color of her hair at the time too. So I just wanted to go with that. And this part did not get recorded either, but then I took the Billie Eilish logo that was also from the site, and I just outlined that using the pen tool, and then I filled it with 2 different colors, so then it had a larger outline and then a different outline within it, and it just looked really nice with the white, and I feel like it just contrasted with the background. And that was basically the completed logo. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're interested in seeing more videos like this from me in the future, you can always subscribe down below, because I upload at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. And yeah, so if you want to see more videos like this that involve Illustrator or graphic design, definitely let me know so I can try to do more videos for you guys through screen recording on my laptop, because it is a lot of fun and I do have to do it anyways for my classes. And yeah, I'll just see you guys in the next video. Bye.